Hey, and welcome back to another one with me, Wayne, Yorkie, Barry. Anyway, in this video, I've got a lot of stuff to go through. So before I do, we'll get into bits from my last video. Firstly, I want to say I'm sorry if I seemed a little bit on my last one. I was tired, and I'd got these games here, and most of all, I was super happy to get that. I know in my video I didn't seem happy, but believe it or not, I was, and I am very happy. So before I get into some parcels and some pickups, for anyone that is interested, by the way, on all of the stuff I had for the charity shop last week, or in the previous video, should I say, cost me £12. I got a return of £219.44. As you see on the receipt there, it'll say £200.44, and that's because I bought a few games. Nothing major, but I am semi collecting for the PS3 on the side, so I'll just show you what I got. Colin McRae Rally 2. I think it was only like £3 or something, but I've got the others, and I didn't have that one. I felt like getting it. The glaring omission from my games was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I've got all of the Call of Duties except this one. Well, I have got this one now, but I hadn't. This one I purely bought because I think this is going to be harder to get as time goes on, and that's Heavy Fire Shattered Spear. I played the first one of these, is it Afghanistan? It wasn't very good from what I remember. It was like a on-rails light gunny style shooting game. No idea about this one. I've never played it. I didn't like the first one, so I probably won't like it, but I figured I'd rather get it now at a tenner I think it was, than pay over the odds for it down the line. And the last thing I got that day was the steelbook for Killzone 3. I love a steelbook, what can I say? Well, those pickups are what I had at the time with the £200 plus voucher here. I've already spent that on 7 games, I believe. They should be due midweek. I mean, it's Friday today. A couple of them were sent out already yesterday. The rest probably won't be sent out until Monday at the latest. But just by the by. So today I've been out and about doing as you do the past couple of days, and I've got a lot of stuff to take in for trade-ins at CEX. One thing I found was Jet Rider for the PS1. I don't have this or its sequel. Well, I do now, obviously, but that is going up there. So I'm glad to have that one. Some other bits I picked up that I've already got that I'll just move on. But I don't think I'll take these to CEX because I don't like the returns I get, and I prefer to sell them cheaper to anyone that wants them. Oddworld, Abe's Exodus, it's all there. It just doesn't have the manual, unfortunately. So I'll sell that cheap on my Vinted. Again, I've got another one that's glaring. It's Wipeout 2097, but it's missing the front cover and manual, so I'll probably sell that again cheap on my Vinted. This one is filthy, but that's Tron Evolution, believe it or not, under all that grime. Never played it. I'm not sure whether to keep it or move it on. Burnout Paradise. I've already got the complete version, the box, something box it's called. This one, with it being the platinum, I'll just move this on for cheap. Anyone that wants it, I'll put it on my Vinted. Red Dead Undead Nightmare. I've already got this and the Game of the Year edition, so this will be good on my Vinted, but it's all there. Look, the manual and the map. So that's that one. Transformers Dark of the Moon. I've already got this one, so this one will be going cheap on my Vinted. And one of the better finds for games today, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. The only downside is it's missing the manual, but it's all there. Well, the game's there anyway. I've already got it upstairs with my other games. I'll put this on my Vinted and sell it. I think CEX sell it for 60 something pound. I'll probably sell it for 40, 45. So if anyone wants it, look out for my Vinted. but that'll go on there. Right, let's get to some other stuff here. An enormous stack of PS2 games. There's some decent stuff in there, like Tony Hawk's, and I think there is... I think it's in the other stack, there's some games, but there's some really obscure stuff. Animal Soccer World. It's a Phoenix game. So again, all of these are going on my Vinted because the CEX just don't give a lot on PS2 games. And I mean, I've even got some demo discs in here for Time Splitters. That's one stack. I don't know where to put it. 1 second. Another stack. I've got Echo the Dolphin in that stack. Another stack here, and there's BMX Triple X is there. God, there's so many of these. Sorry. Another game with NBA Ballers, which is in there. Everybody's Tennis. I don't know the value of these. I haven't checked yet. The gem there called Dog's Life. Again, another demo. It's got Twisted Metal on it. Ford Racing, Sitting Ducks. There we go. Simpsons Hit and Run is on that stack there. So, an enormous stack of PS2 games. Marvel Superhero Squad. Don't know nothing about it. Well, that is it for the games on the charity shop stuff. But then I've got box sets like this. Minder, the complete collection. CX give £25 on a voucher for that, which is crazy for DVDs. I haven't checked the value on this, but this is the complete series of Spitting Image. I used to love this back in the day. I don't think it'll have held up by today's standards, but I haven't checked the value of these. They could be worth pennies. That I know's a tenner. Police Academy, the complete collection on Blu-ray. Police Academy is amazing, so I might even keep that. And this is just a bit of a snapshot of what I've got. I've got 3 boxes full of DVDs. The Carry On complete collection. These movies were legendary when I was younger. They've probably aged like milk in the sun by today's standards, but I'll just grab a couple more just to show you some examples. You Rang My Lord. I've never seen that, so I know nothing about that. Rising Damp complete collection. I think I actually liked that back in the day. And another one, Monty Python. I've got Absolutely Fabulous, Faulty Towers. Let me just see if I can pick anything else. One Foot in the Grave. On the Buses. There's loads of box sets down there, so I'll give her an update on the valuation of that lot in the next video. But anyway, I've kept you on for 8 minutes talking about all this. Onto some parcels. This one is from Second Chance Treasures. That's the name, Second Chance Treasures. Norfolk, I think they're from, or it says Philby Road, NR20. Norfolk, I believe, anyway. Dan the Games Man, for anyone that watches me, that watches his channel. He bought some stuff off them recently, and I saw they had some PS1 games, so I reached out to them on Facebook. Yeah, and I asked them for some information on some PS1 games. We came to a deal, sorted some bits out, and they've sent me them, so let's just dive on in. If anyone's waiting for any CEX stuff, there is no CEX stuff in this video. That will all be in the next one. So yes, Second Chance Treasures. There we go. For anyone that wants to check them out, I highly recommend checking them out because they have got a lot of games on all sorts of systems. But they had a few PS1 bits, but they weren't a massive amount that I needed. That's just padding material. So anyway, this one is Akuji the Heartless. Anyone that's been watching me long enough knows I've already got this game, but I bought it because I needed the manual. So I now have a disc and rear inlay cover of Akuji the Heartless for sale. So that's happy days. Put that there. A game I've never even heard of. I didn't even know this was a game. It's called Running Wild. I think it's a racing game, but you run around with animals. That's me just having a full-on guess there. Because I've never played it, so I haven't got a clue. This game, I've seen it a few times, but every time I want to buy it on Vinted, it just seems to disappear. What the hell? Oh, never mind. Well, that's Bug Riders. Yeah, I know nothing about it. I'm assuming you ride bugs and you race. It looks that way, so... Anybody tell me? Is it good? I've no idea. This one I've been after for a while, and I just never see it. The discs are good. This is ODT, or Die Trying, as it says. Again, this on the back here, it's got a sticker from Software Exchange in Newbury. I don't know if this place is still there. There you go, look, there it is. I will have a look online. I like to look and see if old game shops are still around these days. The last one I looked, I think I said before, where it turned out to be a Labour Party political office. Joys. A game that's took me way too long to get. And I remember it being awful when I played it back in the day. But Men in Black. I have the TV series version, I think is a lot better than this. But, you know, it's just another movie tie-in game. Back then, they were never very good. And another one, and there's a lot of these types of games. I think I only need 4 to get them all. But it's a Disney game. Disney's Goofy's Funhouse. Yeah, like I say, I think I need 4 Disney games now. And that I'll have all of the Disney games. So that is everything there from Second Chance Treasures. So again, if anyone's interested, that's them there. There we go, it's focused. Check them out. They've got a Facebook page and they were very quick to respond to my message. So big shout out to you guys. I'm happy with what I've got. 6 more games to my collection, so I can't complain. I'll just put them in here. God, I'm running out of space, but there we go. That's that lot. And on to a parcel here from, again, this is from a subscriber that I mentioned in a video a while back. His name on YouTube is AKAscotty. He's from Hemel Hempstead. He reached out to me with a few games that he had. I think there was about half a dozen that I needed. And we came to a deal. I've had some, paid him, and then he sent me some more, so I've got to pay for these. So let's see what they are. And he refused to tell me what they are. He said it's a surprise. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of surprises because I never know how to act. But the games he had listed were all ones I needed anyway, so. Oh God, I'm useless at this. Not strong enough today. I'm just going to butcher the box. I'm sorry if you're hoping to see a fine opening. You ain't going to get that today. So he said he'd reused a CEX box. He sent me one game, yeah. I wonder what this one is. No way. I can't believe he sent me this one. Mate, the disc is clean, the manual's clean. I'm amazed he sent me this, and it is Detective Mouse. Right, this is one of those knockoff of like Disney. Like I'm assuming that's a knockoff, a Phoenix game knockoff of Mickey and Minnie. But this game is rare, and I mean rare. Yeah, I can't believe I've got this in my hands. Honest to God, this is ridiculously expensive to get. And the condition, it's like it's never been played. Oh, thank you so much, mate. Honestly, big shout out to you for this. I can't wait to get all square to get the next lot now. Oh, that, let's just move you. Absolute rubbish game. Put you there. So that's it for my pickups, really. I don't really think you're going to want to see all my charity shop stuff. I mean, there's a lot of it, and I haven't gone through it all myself yet. But Yeah, my next video will be at some point in midweek. I will have a bunch of CEX stuff. I'll give you all an update on all this lot as well. So yeah, for now, thank you very much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you again soon.